Hello, everybody. It's me, Wagner, a Spanish teacher and director for We Speak Spanish. And today I want to share with you some of the resources that we use with our students. Remember, learn a language, it's a process. And in this process, we need to try to use different tools to learn the language. So this is our website. So you can, if you don't know about us, I invite you to visit us. But here in our website, we have this special section, student resources. So here our students, they have the possibility to practice Spanish using different tools. For example, here we have a flashcards. Let me show you this. In this flashcard, you will find a lot of presentations. For example, in this case, we have a fruits, we have the alphabet, we have animals in Costa Rica, we have emotions. Let me show you a little bit about, for example, animals in Costa Rica. You can go here, you click here, and you will see the picture, and you can see the word in Spanish. So you will be connecting the picture with the name of the animal. Perezoso, tucán, ocelote, danta, tapir. So we have a different presentation, how you saw here. The emotions, we have los colores, okay? So you can see, you can get here three different sets about that. So we have also here our level test for Spanish. If you want to see, if you want to know what's your level A1, A2, B1, BC, we want to invite you to go here. And here you can access the different tests. Okay. So we have Duolingo. We use Duolingo. Our students, they use Duolingo completely free. We have a Quizlet. We have verbs. We have reading comprehension. We have our blog. We have online workshops. We have Tico Expressions. If you don't know about Tico Expressions, you can come here. You will be reading about different expression that we ticos we use. Okay. Estar de buenas pulgas. To be in a good mood. Mhm. So what you can find here? You can see podcasts. You can have a 100 conversations. We have a news. I like this section a lot. Mhm. So you will have you can get different news about the Spanish. Let's see this one. Exactly. Okay, that you can try to see the different video that we have. What about the Spanish in English? What about the different accents in Central America? Which ones are the letters that we use less when we speak? What about? So I invite you to come here and check this. Okay. Also in our section for student resources, you have music. You have some music. You can see we select the music according to the level and the topics that you will study. Okay. Me gusta. Uh-huh. So you can also learn Spanish with music is good. So, but I want to show you. So here we have more. So I want to show you these ones. Let's play. Mhm. Here we are introducing a new set to study. For example, in this case, the regular verbs number one. So we have here a 20 regular verbs. In this case, all of them ends with AR, and you can use flashcards. So I know that the students they like the flashcards. How you can use it? For example, like this. You will get the verb in Spanish, and I like this because also you can listen the pronunciation of the verb. One more time. Okay. Did you know the meaning? Yes. Desayunar, to have breakfast. You click here and you will see the meaning in English. If you know the meaning, you click here. If you don't know the meaning, you click the X. In this case, we know the meaning. Okay, next one. Ganar. Mhm. Ganar is to win, to earn. We know the verb? Click here. Next one. Llamar. Of course, I know the meaning of llamar in English, but I want to say that llamar is to play. I know that it's incorrect. Yeah, the real meaning is to call, and I thought it was to play. In this case, I need to click DX. What happened at the what happened at the end of the 20 verbs? So you will study again the verbs where you got X. Okay, and this is how you can review the verbs that you still don't know. But also, in this same section, you will continue studying the same 20 verbs, but now with a different game. Click here. Now, okay, if you see here, we will be studying the same verbs, but now with a different practice. For example, to rent, to rent, to rent, to rent, to rent. I know to rent. To rent is alquilar. To arrive, so you take this and you put it in the meaning that you think is. To arrive, to arrive, to allá, arrive is llegar here. To cook. To cook is blah, 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 blah. To cook is cocinar. To wash. To wash is lavar. Okay. I know the meanings of the verb, but let me do something wrong. To buy. For me, to buy is visitar. I know it's not correct. To call is pagar. I know it's not correct because what I want that you see is what happened if you have a mistake. Okay, to clean is limpiar. You can get here. And the idea is that you can complete all the meanings with all the verbs, and after you send the answers. In this case, we didn't complete the practice, but I want that you see what happened with this. Hey, excellent. So we here is possible for us to see which ones were incorrect and which ones were correct. And also, if you want, you can complete this classification. Okay, Wagner. So now Wagner is number two because Amy is number one. Okay, so this is a funny way to practice with your verbs. Remember, you have 6 different ways to practice with these. But let me go to other of the elements that you can see in the student resources section. For example, here we have also verbs. Here it's basically why I like this, because basically here the students, they need to connect the picture with that verb in Spanish. So here we don't have the meaning in English. If not, you need to try to connect the picture with the meaning. So alquilar, in this case it will be to rent. For example, if you see this one, what is she doing? Comprar, to buy. Mhm. Let me go to other one here. Okay, practicar. What is the meaning of practicar? To practice. Okay, and you can go to all the verbs, regular verbs with er, ir. For example, what are they doing? They are sharing the sandwich. What is to share? Compartir. Mhm. If you come here, what is he doing? Beber, to drink. Okay. We have also irregular verbs in this section. Just for example, you can see the verb estar. What's the meaning of estar? To be. To be temporary or short term. That is one of the rules, not is the only one. Okay. But if you go to the next one, you can see the conjugation in the present. Estar in the present, estoy, estás, está, estamos, están. Estar in the past, estuve, estuviste, estuvo, estuvimos, estuvieron. Estar in the future, voy a estar, vas a estar, va a estar, vamos a estar, and van a estar. And you can go through the 18 irregular verbs that we consider the most important when you are a beginner student. Okay, so here, how I said, here you have a lot of material that you can use to practice your Spanish. Wagner, but I am not a beginner student. I know all that. So also we have a section, for example, this section that the name is reading comprehension. In reading comprehension, so we are using the collaboration of Ivo. Maybe you know Ivo. Ivo is the owner of one real estate, but also he has a big blog with resources for expats here in Costa Rica. So normally he used to write blogs every week. Now we are working together. So what we are doing? So he gave us the permission to use his blogs. So what we are doing? The idea is that you can read that you read in Spanish. So we have the same information. We have the blog in Spanish. So everything that you will read, it's in Spanish. The idea is even if you don't understand what you are reading, that you read. And we suggest also that you read aloud, okay? Because this is going to help you with the fluency. Okay, we have a student and sometimes they have a lot of information, they know many things, but the production, the oral production is not completely good because they need to practice more reading. Okay, so with this kind of practices you will be reading and you will be getting fluency. Okay, what's the idea of this exercise? Reading Spanish. There's two ways to do this. Reading Spanish, okay, you can go slowly, you can try to, okay, I don't know the meaning of one of the words, so we suggest here you can click to the dictionary or you can click here to the translator with the idea to get the meaning that you don't know. Remember, not all the phrase, only the word that you think that you don't know. And after, we invite you to answer some questions. So this is exactly the practice. You click start here and you will be answering. You need to choose the answer that you consider it's the right one. Obviously, this is um, according what you read. Okay, entonces, for example, ¿cuál era una característica común de las pulperías antiguas? I know this is the answer. Okay, good. If it's green, is correct. Next. ¿Cómo llevaba el pulpero el registro de las deudas de sus clientes? I know the answer, but I will put this one and that one, it's wrong. Okay? So this practice, it's reading Spanish and try to answer correctly. If you answer correctly, it's because you understood the what you read. However, also the other way to do that is to do this also is if you want to read it first in Spanish, mhm, sorry, in English, if you want to read it first in English and after in Spanish. So if you do this in that way, when you read this in Spanish, you know what you are reading because you read it first in English. Okay. So I invite you, how I said, I invite you to practice, learn Spanish. It is a process. Learn Spanish. If you are learning Spanish, you need to practice. You need to practice a lot. And here you have the content to practice. Okay. So this is what I want to tell you today. I invite you to visit our website. I will keep the link in the video. And obviously, if you want to study Spanish with us, so I invite you to contact us. Okay. Thank you. Have a good day. And I see you in classes.